Hello and welcome to another honing video. I hope everybody is well. What we have here is a Böker 14er. Apologies in advance to my German-speaking friends. I realize that the proper pronunciation is something like Böker, but I don't speak German, so I'm gonna butcher it in American English. I'm gonna show you some microscope photos of the shave ready edge now. And as you can see, it's probably shave ready. It will probably shave, but the condition of the very apex doesn't look as strong as I would like it to, so I'm going to refinish it right out of the gate. Brand new razor, and this particular one is mine, so I'm going to have my way with it. Let's see how it rests on the flat plate here. And it rests, I don't think you can see that very well because of the lighting. Let's see if I can improve that. Yeah, a little bit maybe. Anyway, it lies flat on that direction, and it lies flat in that direction, so no issues out of the gate with this. So I will, next decision is what to do. Let's test sharpness. All right. I would say the pin could use a little tightening. I'll probably do that off camera. I've shown how to do that before. Let's do a little quick. As usual, people ignore the heel. It's a thing for me. I use the heel. But we're starting to get a little sharper. Taking a fair amount of effort to push this in, so maybe shave ready, but I think a little sharper would work for me. All right, I will decide what I'm going to do for an edge here. I'm just going to refinish this, so I'm not going to do a full progression. So I'm just going to refinish it with a finishing stone. So I'll decide what I'm going to do, and I will see you at those stones. Okay, I'm back with the Böker 14er, and I have decided to refinish the edge with a coticule, with my one coticule that I currently have. So let's get going with that. The goal here will be to use some slurry to redefine. Well, first of all, I want to use just abrasion in general to remove a couple of microns, maybe 3 or 4 microns of material from the edge. That's the sort of rough area that you saw in the microscope photos. So I want to remove that to get back to good steel, and I'm going to do that at the sharpening angle that the razor was manufactured with. So I'm not going to use tape, and we're going to use a fairly thick slurry for that. And then it's a finishing step, so I'm just going to dilute this slurry and work back with thinner slurry to a more refined edge, and then I'm going to finish with oil because I saw Eric the Cajun Blade do this, and I haven't used oil in a long time on a stone. And so I thought I'd give that a shot. The stone has been, this coticule has been flattened. And we're just gonna, it's graying up a little bit, so that's good. That's what we want to see. Why aren't I using tape on such a nice spine? Well, there's actually a little area designed to hit the stone. All right. I'm gonna move on. I can always go backwards if I'm going too quickly here. That tends to be a mistake that I make on coticles. I get in a rush. I'm used to moving right along with synthetics, but I don't have thousands of knives to do, so I don't have thousands of razors to do, so I may as well just take my time and enjoy this. I won't make you sit through too much of this. One thing that was interesting, I got a comment on the last Böker refinishing that I did. Now this is my razor, but the last one was not. And the comment was that I should have started with a 1K stone because I needed to set the bevel. You never hear me use that term, set the bevel, because there really isn't any difference in any of the stages in what you're doing. All you're ever doing is using abrasive to remove material. That's all you're ever doing. You're doing it by holding the piece, razor in this case, but it could be a knife, a chisel, a plane, whatever. You hold that piece at an angle against the abrasive, and the abrasive rubbing removes material from that piece. That's all you're ever doing. So what's the difference between setting a bevel and anything else? Really, it's just the size of the abrasive. The situation that people describe is one where a new angle has been defined by tape or by grinding away a previous edge, and so the relationship between the spine and the apex is now different, and so that's a new geometry, and so you want to create a new bevel in that geometry. But the process is the same of what I'm doing here. I'm removing material from this razor using the abrasive in this coticule. So no different. Now, how about starting at 1K? Does that matter? The answer is yes, if you want speed. But in terms of abrasion, the abrasive in a 1K is much larger than the abrasive in something like this coticule. And so a 1K synthetic stone will simply remove material faster because the volume of the abrasive is larger than this coticule will, because the volume of each of the abrasive particles in this or smaller. That's just all there is to it. You could set a bevel with a 16K synthetic stone. It would just take you forever. Okay, let's do a little bit more thinning. We have nice flow over the edge, which you need to see with a coticule. You want to, I prefer, I've said this before, I generally prefer not to go with plain water. I like having a little a tiny bit of slurry. And in general, I like a tiny bit of slurry always. Even with my synthetic honing. All right, let me. Oh yeah, good. We do have a. We have a peanut. Let's see how we are doing. And we are doing just fine. Far better than where we started. We're already in so the heel is far better than it was. And what I'm doing now is really, I'm in push into the cloud. I'm already into push into the cloud. And I'm just testing to see that the pressure is the same from heel to toe, and it is. I'm going to thin even more. Do a few laps here. Pushed all the water off of this. Yeah, I'm going to do some more laps. Maybe I'll pause you, maybe I won't. Let's just, I want just a tad bit more slurry. And so what am I doing here? This is completely by feel. My test is already shown me that the edge is where I want it to be. And I want to really make sure that I've fully established a nice coticule pattern in the edge. That's all I'm doing here. Okay. I think that's looking good. Let's Get back, make sure we haven't changed anything. We have not. Okay, let's go to the oil. I'm gonna clean this off and I'm gonna put some oil on here. Eric told me that he uses an oil he got at the dollar store that has oud in it. So I do not have any oud accord handy, and I'm suspecting that makes the difference. So I'm gonna have to just rough it with plain old baby oil. So we'll just have to see what happens here. Oops, that's a lot. Okay. Nice feeling. As I said, it's been many, many years. I learned to hone on oil. My father teach, as they say in the Karate Kid. I was taught to sharpen. Oh, let's do a turn. I was taught to sharpen in the 1960s. Saws, knives, planes, chisels. All of this was done on what we called an oil stone. That term's still used today. But I moved to using water, gosh, 15, 16 years ago now. Before that, I had decided that the way to go was jigs. I use jigs for everything. And then one day we had a large property that I was clearing with a chainsaw, and I was sharpening that chainsaw at least twice a day. And I got to the point where the jig for sharpening the chainsaw was cumbersome, and so I just started doing it by hand. And I decided, you know what, I'm getting the same kind of results that I'm getting with the jig. Maybe all this precision is a little bit overrated. And from there, I sort of moved into stones. Doesn't get more primitive than this. And as before with the chainsaw blade, this may be less precise, but it's good enough. First of all, it's a lot more fun. I don't enjoy using jigs. It's just a means to an end. This has so much feedback to it. I mean, I'm probably way beyond what I need to do on this stone, but I'm just enjoying this. And I never got that from a jig. So having moved to sharpening with stones and then different types of stones, of course, has made the process perhaps a little less precise, but the trade-off is a lot more enjoyable. All right. I do not have Eric's wonderful stroke rate, so let's check. Let's check where we are. If I need to do more, I'm going to pause the video and do more, and then I'll come back after I've done some more back and forth. If I pause you will have seen all there is to see. It's just back and forth on the stone. All right. Well, we are certainly well within. This is really good. I'd say it could use a little more love at the heel. As I said before, the heel I use the heel, so it's important to me that be sharp. Also, if the heel is sharp, then the lead into the whole the whole bevel then becomes more regular. You don't have a transition from thick to thin if the heel is done properly. And according to one of the people who seems to enjoy commenting negatively, I should be doing this on a 1K stone, but we're going to take our chances here. All right, let's see if that made any improvements. Using baby oil has puts a whole nother level behind the term baby butt smooth, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. Did we help? Oh yes, we did. Oh yes, much better. And we have not. Beautiful. Okay. What's to do? I'm going to strop this bad boy. I guess I'll do a microscope photo. I personally don't need to. For me, I know the edge is good, but I'll do it for you. I'll do a microscope photo. I'll strop this. And then I'll see you in a shaving video with this razor. The microscope photo will follow me babbling on here. While walking to the microscope, I decided to go back to the stone and spend more time on the stone with the oil. Not because I thought the razor needed to be sharper, but because I wanted to extend the experience of using oil on the coticule, just to enjoy the feel of it some more. I get a little sidetracked in the experience when I'm making a video, and once I pressed stop on recording, I thought it would be nice to just concentrate on the feel of the stone. So the image that you're seeing here is really the edge coming off of the coticule after spending a little bit more time on it, just enjoying the feel of the oil on the stone. I stropped it 20 laps on a fire hose linen strop, followed by 40 laps on my steer-hide leather bench strop. So this is the state of the edge from heel to toe. I'm just showing you the center of it. and I'm really looking forward to shaving with this edge, and that'll be the next video that you see. Thanks for joining me. Feel free to leave questions and comments. I will do my best to get back to you promptly. Thanks again. Bye.